From London said, as a proud resident of North London, I'm here to say Drake is lying. Thanks by management.
but even when it came down to the whole beef with Drake and Kendrick, I don't think anybody was saying, man, Canada.
No,
American rappers are better than such and such. Even Canada, Toronto showed up. When Kendrick did 2 nights.
Yeah.
Big Boy's Neighborhood. All righty now, we are here. We are uncut, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back to another episode of Big Boy Uncut. And we are uncut today with Drake, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Drake. Hey, man, Drake recently did a Wireless Fest over in the UK. Was it in London? Like, boom, boom. Was it like London? Can we make sure that we got that? Because I don't just keep saying UK are over there.
Yeah. Finsbury Park, London.
Okay.
Yes.
So recently he just was over in London and Wireless Fest, which is huge. And when we saw that Drake was doing the 3 days, people even in comments was like 3 days of Drake. Because, you see these festivals, even with like Coachella, how we were speaking about how Coachella to be like, one night is such and such, Saturday is such and such, Sunday night. But Drake was headlining for all 3 nights.
That's the first time in history they've ever done that for that festival.
Really?
So 3 times for the artist.
Do you know what's wild about that is at one point when we had Tarek in from Rolling Loud, remember he said that they had offered Drake kind of that same thing where, you can headline every day. And he said they had been doing that for like years, but now with Wireless Fest, and I would think when we had a chance to see it, he pulled it off.
Yeah.
He pulled it off, man. And I think that Drake is one of the only artists that could go and do 3 nights and do kind of genre specific nights. I almost said Pacific. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he had different themes for every night. So the first night was R&B themed. Second night was...
Wait, let's go through it, though. We take our time.
Oh, okay.
First night, Lauryn Hill.
Mario
joined as well. Bobby Valentino, Giveon, Bryson Tiller, Party Next Door, and you got hits out of each one of them. You got X Factor and Nice for What out of Lauryn Hill. Of course, Mario, he got on stage and he killed Let Me Love You.
Yep.
Bobby Valentino stepped out and did Slow Down. So you got hit artists coming and doing hit records. And it almost was like a playlist each night.
I was gonna say it sounded like
it wasn't just like guests who are featured on his album. It was like dude, you brought them out to do their number one.
But
songs.
that also helps when we're saying how would he do these nights?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's some nights where people are doing like 5 songs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he pulled it off, and you saw the first night. And I'm gonna tell you, my wife, she was like, "Baby, I wanted to go." I'm like, "Dude, okay." The show was what, Friday night was the first show?
Yeah.
I didn't hear nothing about this till Thursday.
Yeah.
And then my wife, we're going to go from LA to London for real when you don't even go to fucking Rolling Louds that's right down the street.
and then say my feet hurt after a couple
you know what I'm
walks.
saying? And then at least when I'm out here, if I'm in LA and I go to Rolling Loud, I know Tarek.
Yeah.
I know everybody. I can get passes. And then the Usos, like the security, they like, Us, come on over here. I go over to London, I'm known, but I'm not known where they be like, Big. Over here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, stop it.
I still
she wasn't
feel,
gonna go anyway.
I still feel as somebody who's likes going to festivals and pays $600-700 for these 3-day festivals. Like in the beginning, a lot of locals were pissed because Drake was headlining all 3 nights. I would have preferred, a different big major artist every single night to enjoy that festival.
But you know what? Didn't it seem like the announcement for Drake was quick?
You know what?
Because usually, like even with Coachella, you get something months out, or any other festival, you get something months out. But it felt like we had an announcement, and then literally it was like that weekend. It felt like it was 3 nights of Drake. So how did they sell?
So what I researched is Drake was originally a couple months before they had announced that Drake was going to headline, but they didn't announce that he was going to do all 3 nights.
Gotcha.
That's what got everybody. Plus, they were pissed because they wanted more local acts. Like, dude, we're representing. You're in London. Like, let's get some more. You know what I mean? So how would you not get a major act? But
the one thing he did come with. On certain nights, he did come with locals.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
early
on, even Ani, you didn't see all the the comments that were coming that first time.
No, the comments that I saw is like, man, once they announced Drake, it automatically sold out, and people were like really excited. They're like, you guys don't understand how we do it out here in the UK. I've never been, so I don't know.
And we said throughout the entire beef and battle, I always said, I said, man, Drake gonna be all right. His fan base. I said it. His fan base is going to show up.
Right.
I don't think that it was a total kill to Drake where nobody was going to come out.
Yeah.
And I think we're really seeing that now too.
Yeah, honestly, I got FOMO because a lot of it's like every night he did something different. First of all, and then he has so much music, and I think people forget that. Like looking back at the recap, I'm like, wow, I really was turned up to that when I was in high school or like first year of college. So
Got
it brought
hits.
back a lot of memories. You
And
know,
then Saturday night, man, was like UK rap and kind of like a real grind, like a focus. But that night too, man, you saw Yeet come out.
yeah.
You saw 21 Savage come out. You saw Lotto come out. You saw Sexy Red come out. And then he made sure that like Skepta, he made sure that he hit it like home plate. Just like when you see and not bringing up Kendrick, but when you bring up the pop out, you saw a lot of LA show up. And I think that people showed up for Drake as well.
He even
man.
said that they were the best lyricists out there.
Man.
Yeah. I don't know about that one.
Getting there about that.
Let me tell you, I was going to arrive there. I was going to arrive there. But I felt like when Drake, when this was there.
When I talk about my love for London rappers, the best lyricists in the world, mark my words. I don't care what nobody says. Nobody can out-rap London. Nobody. No disrespect to America, no disrespect to our country, but nobody can out-rap London rappers. This is the best, highest level. This is what I aspire to.
He said no disrespect, right?
Baby
Absolutely
girl.
nobody.
Yeah. Let me tell you, man. And people can say, oh, Big, you're biased. You know what I'm saying? But hip hop is like, are we talking about Nas?
Yeah.
Are we talking about Biggie?
Stop it, dog.
Are we talking about Pac? Are we talking about, Cube as a lyricist? Are we talking about, J. Cole? Are we talking about Kendrick? Like,
Yep.
And my thing is this, man. I don't take anything away from anybody that's contributing to the art form. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, UK, London rappers, because I fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? And I've always been over there. Even when I was bodyguard on the far side, London and the UK always treated me very well.
Yeah.
So I would never go on and start a shit show on someone, because when it came down to it, I remember when the West Coast was looked at a certain way.
Yeah.
The West Coast was like, oh, that's not hip hop. Y'all out there with Jerry curls and lowriders and this, that, and the other. And the West wasn't respected. So I see when you got like Aries Spears and he's in here and Aries is doing like UK rappers.
Them
and
rappers
he's
is horrible, man.
saying this.
On the Charlie, the ball, the pop, and they do it for M, let's go.
He's not lying.
Everything ain't gotta be for everybody, yo.
Right. And that's Aries Spears. You know what I'm saying?
true.
And some people, he was spot on.
Yeah.
But that's Aries Spears. And I think that with us, with the West Coast, we got shit on. I think with the South, when Dre got on, Andre 3000, when he got on the Source Awards and said the South got something to say, so you get these lines of disrespect. And even with Aries Spears, that was, some people take that, hell yeah, you'll take that as disrespect. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not in a position to say who's on and who's off. But what I will say is this. I felt like when Drake did that, and maybe I'm wrong, but did you say that 6 months ago?
Right.
Did you say the best rappers a year ago? Or is it the opportunity to say that when you're on stage and you're about to hand the mic to a lot of people at home plate?
Yeah.
Did you really feel that? Because at one point, your big dogs was the names that we just named. You know what I'm saying? Was these hip hop names from the United States. So now my thing is this. Drake is not from, London. He's not from England, or, he's not from the US. So what I felt from this, man, I felt like this was a throw it up in the air and leave it there. And wherever this shit falls, it falls. And now I'm starting to see UK rappers versus USA rappers. And I feel like that's just bullshit. I saw that with when the big publications, they put the East Coast against the West Coast and they all ate off of that shit. You know what I'm saying? When I look at magazines and all the beefs were carried through magazines and we lost soldiers because of, stupidity. I feel like, not that this is on the same scale, but it could be, because now I'm seeing microphones in people's faces and they're talking shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you throw it in the air and you leave it there and you back out of it because you're not from the USA and you're not from the UK. You're not from England.
It's so true.
So it's like, you let the squabble boys squabble And you know that's colonizer shit. That's the shit.
He was talking about, right?
That's peace pipe shit.
Yeah.
That's like, let you guys fuck up each other, then I come in with the peace pipe. That's bullshit to me, bro.
The comments when they put it up, like you got comments like UK rappers don't take the baits.
Don't take the fucking bait.
Somebody said, "Oh, okay."
And homies out here don't take the bait, which I haven't seen anything.
Somebody put, "Oh, okay. Well, we could go ban for months." That was a given, right?
Yeah.
And then another one said, "Damn, my boy taking his frustration out on the whole country."
Right? Yeah.
Like
now we got country against country. Like, come on, man.
Somebody from London said, "As a proud resident of North London, I'm here to say Drake is lying. Thanks by management."
but even when it came down to the whole beef with Drake and Kendrick, I don't think anybody was saying, man, fuck Canada. American rappers are better than such and such. Even Canada, Toronto showed up when Kendrick did 2 nights.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So when I look at certain things and I see what did I miss, a whole song could have been what did I miss when it came to Toronto. It could have been a whole song by itself.
I think he's doing this to like get allies. Like, you know what I mean?
And
like,
they showed up.
He probably lost a lot of, friendships and stuff like that with this battle. So I think him saying, "Oh, London rappers," like, okay, now London rappers F with me. Like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, oh, thanks, Drake. You're the only one now putting us on the map now. Thank you for shouting us out. Like, I feel like you're just trying to build this, like, gang where, like, okay, these are all my, like, I support them.
Right.
You guys now support me. You're on my side now. Anything happens.
Yeah, it's exactly it. I feel like the timeline is so questionable because of what you're saying. It's like you've been having interviews. You could have said this, but you never mentioned. This is the first time we're hearing it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not that I've seen. Granted, I'm not glued to everything.
Yeah.
But he's worked with a lot of these guys, so I know there's love there. But he hasn't said that specifically.
Right.
Yeah.
Like one of his biggest hits, though, it was with a UK artist, which is One Dance. Yeah. So it was like one of his biggest hits.
And then you got to think, dude, Drake is an international superstar.
I do feel like him coming out with that statement kind of just shows that he's still a little hurt. Like, I just think that he's not going to come out here with that same energy. Like, ain't no way he's going to come to the States and say that UK rappers are better or better lyricists.
Right.
Like,
and then, like, could he do in LA what Kendrick did in Toronto?
I don't know. I don't
You know?
know.
I don't know.
And I'm going to
It's
tell you,
hard to see.
It'd be hard to see, but Drake do got a lot of fans here. But I don't see 2 nights of him doing SoFi or something equivalent.
No. Just talking to a lot of people, even recently in LA, it seems like so many people are Drake fans and they don't really care too much
100%.
about the beef. They're like, yeah, that's cool, that's cool.
Like my wife went to the pop out,
Yeah.
right? My wife went to the pop out and she enjoyed the pop out. But my wife, if Drake had did a pop in, she would have been at that motherfucker too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like my wife isn't
Hilarious.
carrying this thing. You like
I would still
she
go.
wanted to go to Wireless Fest because she's not carrying this thing. You know, I'll sit in the house and my wife is getting dressed and beautifully, and it'd be a full Drake playlist playing in the background. The same with Kendrick, but it'd be a full, so she wasn't like where she felt like she had to pick a side.
Right.
And it felt like, it was disrespectful if you did this. Like, she just like, fuck it, I enjoyed the music.
I just see
and
him
I think that's where a lot of people, but on the same note, Kendrick energy was different for GNX tour.
oh, yeah.
The energy was different to go to Toronto. It was an energy
That's true.
that was different.
Even when he was in Germany, the crowd
Oh
of
my
the
God.
people that were there, it's like, it was crazy,
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm going to tell you this, though, right? I think during the entire beef, and it's been a year now, over a year, I think that when you get upset with someone, there's some things that I feel is valid. And when I seen all the pictures of him and LeBron, because he got the LeBron tattoo covered up.
Right.
The Irish.
When I
James.
saw, and just recently I saw all these pictures with him and LeBron, and it wasn't like one outfit, and it was like, multiple pictures in one night. It's like the beard is long, the beard is not there, the beard is this, the clothes are different, so there's a history there. When people say, LeBron couldn't go, I would have felt a certain way too.
Yeah.
If you my guy.
For sure.
And then I'm looking and I'm like, he's there? And even when my wife, I had a conversation with my wife, and I was like, she was like, he was just going. It was Savannah. He was just going. I said, there's just sometimes when you got to stay home too.
Certain things.
Like literally, my guys from the far side, the group that I bodyguarded, there's one that's standing alone, and then the other 3 got together. And I've been doing this whole divorce thing for like years. Years, years in some capacity over a decade. Wow. And I feel like I'm in this thing where I can't support this one. I can't do this. And, you got a show. I got to pull back a little bit. And now I'm just at a point where I'm just saying, you know what? Fuck it. Mm-hmm. Like, I got to give love to all of them. And I have an interview that's coming up with them. Mm-hmm. And I have to talk to my guy, Romai, who's not in the Far Side right now, and tell him, bro, like, I've been doing this thing that been, I'm cool over here, and I can't support this, I can't go to this show, but I got to get, and it just felt goofy. Yeah. I feel like with LeBron as well, I feel like there's just some times where me personally, I would have sat that one down.
Yeah, or unless he did what you did, kind of like just talk to Drake, like, yo, I'm gonna go to this. My wife wants to go, but I just want you to know, I like, just give a heads up.
Because even with me, man, anytime I would see Drake, it was always love. He probably may look at me when I was at the pop out and be like, damn, big. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I had a moment. And I'm from the West, and I had a moment. At no point did I ever say, man, fuck Drake. You know what I'm saying? But did I have a moment.
But I wonder if that's what it was. I wonder if they did have like an internal like beef between that we don't know. Because if it literally is because of the pop out,
Gotcha.
I'm talking about like him and LeBron. If they had like a little inside beef, because like I just don't know if that's the case. But if the case of Drake being mad at him, it was just because of the pop out, I think that's weak. I really think that's weak. I wouldn't have felt hurt, because then I would have showed that side. That would have showed emotion, like it bothered me, like a a girl getting mad, getting jealous or something. You hung out with her? Oh my God! Like, dude, it's not that big of a deal. You're a bigger artist.
I think that one thing would have been enough for me.
That's a stab in the heart, bro.
No, I don't.
Do he not like us repeatedly, like something like 10 times?
Like he's probably going with somebody else and going and hanging out, and then now it's like, all right, it's official. Then now that's how you feel, and boom, and that's how I would feel if I was LeBron.
If he would have left,
I would have been like, all right, cool.
It was a good song, and LeBron James plays for the Lakers, so maybe like to him, that's what that song means. It's like, they're not like us. Like, I don't know. I just feel like
it's
he did
song.
too much.
LeBron knew what the fuck was going on. Stop it.
Wait, Jesus, if your friend went to like a competitor's comedy show where he's talking crap about you
all the time.
But no, I'm talking about this is like the dude that's saying, man, fuck Jesus. Fuck Jesus.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus comedy is whack.
And you're open to show up.
Listen, 100%.
Ruins your money.
A lot of people that don't mess with me or with me, they go and they hang out, they do shows together, and I'm doing what I'm doing.
They're not your friends. Because you don't have a tattoo of them.
If you do something, you expose. I feel like I'm a different type of person. Like if I show that side of me of anger, it looks more weak to me.
Right.
I think silence.
You saying
louder.
if you show it, so that means that you're conscious of not showing it.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah, because I rather not
it's
show
not that you don't feel it; you just don't show it.
Because
so
if it bothered me, I would like privately go and reach out. I wouldn't go publicly and do a song and do a tattoo and get it removed. Like that's all of that is so weak corny stuff.
Nah,
it is really corny.
You think that's corny?
Yeah,
I think so.
Hey
for
man,
sure.
I think that showing up to the pop out, just that one thing would have been enough for me to be like, damn, really though, bro?
Yep.
I think Drake responding back to all of the like everybody hating on him for Kendrick and all that. I think to me like that's corny. Like, dude, you took the L. Or he didn't want to take the L because now you filed a lawsuit. But it's like, dude, just let it go. You started this rap beef, so just either respond with bar for bar or don't say anything back.
And
it looks corny.
I think that Wireless Fest was already good enough. Like when I heard the fuck Kendrick's.
Kendrick!
And then Drake saying this.
Charles, grab me a shot. I'll drink to that. Grab me a shot.
Grab me a shot. And you know what? He can do that, right?
Yeah, he can.
I just felt like it could have been, the night would have been just as good
if he just
without the energy. You know what I'm saying? The night would have been just as good, but I can't tell you when to be mad. I can't tell you when to take a drink. I can't tell you when to feel celebrated.
And you're in the moment too.
Yeah,
so
hell yeah.
They're embracing you. You know what I mean? You're on the stage, of course. You're
he's
embrace
feeling
that
for sure. I would have
imagine. Shut up, guys. Shut up.
Guys, we're not doing that here.
Hey, dude, I would have been low key like, hey, stop that. Stop it.
I would have been behind you.
Stop it.
Honestly, he seemed surprised when they were chanting that because he even took his earpiece out. Like he was like.
He took that inner out. He was like, let me really hear this shit. Yeah, man.
He needed a little boost, man.
I think just like you were talking about, just the relationship between him and LeBron James, you got to figure when he first started and you get a huge endorsement from a LeBron James that's athletes at the top of the world. You know what I mean? Like that created that friendship between them where it's like we're family since the get-go. Like technically you kind of helped him with his career because you get these art, you give the music to one of these artists and then they put them on their platform, and then they're exposed to so many other people, and then you get their fan base. So I think, I'm saying, like, they're family, bro. Like they considered each other family, calling each other family.
I wonder if it was something internal.
That's heartbreaking, bro.
But let me tell you, man, and I don't know Drake tattoos, but does he have tattoos of other people? Because there's some people that have. Okay,
he does.
I think Lauryn might be one.
Durant or whatever. I think that some of the Warrior players. I think Steph Curry. He has Steph Curry.
Really?
Yeah,
Aaliyah, Virgil.
Okay, so yeah, okay.
Denzel Washington inspired.
And the reason why I asked that is because I would have never gotten the LeBron James tattoo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I haven't checked, but I'm wondering, like, do LeBron have the Drake tattoo? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Good check though.
But yeah, I wouldn't have gotten a tattoo. So people say, oh, he got it removed. Like, and I'm going to tell you straight up again. Hell yeah, I would have got the fucking thing removed.
He has a Lil Wayne tattoo.
Yeah,
of course.
You know that?
He got Lil Wayne. I mean, I just feel like
this is like third grade art. That he just put any motherfucker on.
Yeah,
that's real skin, Drake. Yeah.
Like he does. I mean, Drake is I feel like he's a little thirsty for clout too. Like he does do little certain moves that I'm like, oh, he knows what he's doing strategically.
Oh, yeah.
Like flying
Very
out
calculated.
influencers. He flew out influencers or streamers. He flew out streamers out to the show. They're gonna be all on his side, so they obviously have a big influence and can kind of like voice opinions on some of their fans.
But let me tell you this, man.
I'm saying it's perfect marketing. What he's doing.
How like there was that Opps list, right? Yeah. Unofficial Opps list from Drake, right? And there was a lot of people on that Opps list, myself included. I was included. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you were.
But there's a lot of people on the Opps list, right? Now, and I'm pretty sure I would, if I was Drake, I would not just LeBron, I would have a certain feeling, towards people. Like there's a feeling, of course, with Future and and Metro. There's these things. Do Kendrick get the same pass to have a feeling against Mario? Does he get the same pass to say, damn, Giveon, you from Long Beach?
Honestly, I don't see Kendrick getting mad at that though. I just don't, and that's the difference between Drake and Kendrick, is that Kendrick is not going to pay any attention to it. He is not worrying about that right now. Like,
I don't believe that.
Really?
I don't think so. I mean, has he
just
said anything after?
He hasn't, but when we had DJ Head in the neighborhood, he talked to us about how Kendrick is. Like, he doesn't really speak out, but he's like, man, he'll be angry sometimes, or he's reading everything, he's watching everything. So he told us that Kendrick is watching everything, but I don't think he speaks out like Drake, because he has like.
And that's the difference, though. That's the difference with the artist, is that Kendrick, even if he feels some type of way, he's not going to go out there and show it. Because, I don't know, I feel like, to me, like, what's the point of doing that?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
That gives me the ick.
Just real quick, I want to get back to this, to the rappers.
Okay.
Yeah. And the reason why I say this, man, is don't nobody fall for this okie doke that people are trying to create with this, inner fighting in hip hop,
because they'll lose.
But say how you really feel.
No, it'll be. There's no challenge whatsoever, bro. Like the UK rappers, I understand it. I've listened to a couple of them. I understand the rap. I understand the lingo. I get it. They're quick,
right?
And from a lyricist point, like they got bars. They got rhymes. There's no way you're gonna compete against a Kendrick Lamar, bro. A Busta Rhymes, dog. Like there's a Snoop Dogg, even a Snoop. Like there's just no freaking way.
Right.
I've never really heard of a UK rappers instead of Central C. That's the only guy I know. But other than that, I don't know any other rapper. I never heard people say like, yo, that UK is like, I've never heard people say that.
Right.
It's always the American American rappers that I hear. I don't know. Those are the goats that I know. I don't know about any UK goats.
Way,
Skepta.
dog.
It's been one of the
again,
most
I don't
fucking beast.
But I don't hear it so often that we know who they are. I don't hear the only person I heard was Central C.
And I think that if we came up with a list of 10 top dogs, everybody in the world everybody over in London would know who these 10 are. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And then if you came with your 10, we probably the majority in this room probably wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? I just look at it a little different because I do know. But Mariana, you wouldn't know.
Yeah, and I actually like some of the UK rap, but I would definitely don't think that they're better lyricists.
Yeah, and like I said, I've seen this with female. Oh, she's just a female MC. I've seen this. I've seen the West Coast. I've seen it. I'm just saying, man, that there's a better protection that needs to go down. And I don't feel like Drake was right by even starting this shit up.
Yeah, I know, because now I'm thinking about it.
Or
Now I'm
adding
thinking
to it, because you a big dog in the game, bro.
Even
you know
saying
what I mean?
like, no offense to America, no offense, like,
You
dog, you're
knew
still
what you
putting
were
it out there.
stirring
Right,
the pot
right,
for
right,
sure.
right. Still stirring it up.
Now I'm thinking about comparing it.
Yeah, that's just like when the motherfuckers say, you know, I ain't prejudiced. You're like, oh, we about to say some prejudiced shit. You know what I'm saying? You about to say some prejudiced shit, though.
Yeah.
You're about to say some prejudiced shit.
I wonder if this is just the beginning or is it going to get more?
It is the beginning. I think it is the beginning, bro.
Oh, man.
He's corny for
Right.
that.
And I'm going to tell you, man, there are some dogs out in the UK, too.
No,
Yes.
yeah.
Just all over. You know what I'm
believe it.
saying? And you fuck around, go out there and get fucked up.
Oh, man.
Yeah, don't get it fucked up.
Yeah.
People think that they ain't hood. That's the one thing. People think they're not hoods everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
There's
that's
a
where
hood
people
everywhere.
get, you know, you'll hear an accent or you'll hear some shit like, nah, don't get it fucked up. Because I know some guys that got their ass whooped. Not in London. Oh, they get whooped in Paris. Oh, ninjas in Paris got their ass whooped. Oh my gosh, man.
But even Drake fans are understanding this. Like the comments, bro. Like, I'm a 100% Drake fan, but this is a crazy take.
Yeah.
Like, don't drag us into this. Like,
Yeah.
The UK's are like, don't even drag us
And that's
into
from
this,
UK
bro.
boy.
Yeah.
It's like, as a Drake fan, it's hard to watch this because it's like, I want to save you, but also like, don't be saying no crazy things. Like,
Yeah, just keep it with music. You don't want to, start voicing out crazy
I like Drake
opinions.
with the melody.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, man, but I'm
100%.
telling you, man, from here on, it's going to be, I think, you know, Drake going to show up and do what he has to do. And I don't think
so.
anyone ever said that there was I know I never said there was an ending. And I want people to be like, oh, Big, stand on business. I've always been on this business. You know what I'm saying? I've always been on this business. So I don't want nobody to take my words and be like, oh, what Drake did, Wireless Fest. I always say his fan base will continue to show up.
Yeah.
And we're going to see that. You know what I'm saying? We're
Absolutely.
going to see it.
I agree.
But I think that with Drake, there's certain things that is going to always have an asterisk, or there's going to be some things he just can't get away from. I mean, for O.J. Simpson is dead. O.J. is still a murderer. All the way from 1990 something, 92 something, 91. You know what I'm saying? I know 94 was the OJ was the freeway thing, but there's just some things. Diddy is always going to be baby oil. There's something, no real shit.
Yeah, you're
There's
right.
just some things that's not going to go, and forever and a day. Somebody's always gonna think, hey, mine, or somebody gonna think not like us.
So
and
true.
just because of that, Big, he recently just posted some pictures, and there was girls on When You Slide, and I zoomed in onto the girls. I was like, they kind of look young, but no, Ani, don't think like that.
Yeah,
don't think
and
like that.
it's-
It's just gonna be that kind of thing, you
But
know?
for
love
Drake
him.
to talk about lyricists is like, bro, you don't even write your own music.
Right.
You have a ghostwriter.
Well,
I'm just
Very
saying,
spicy.
like, don't be talking about who's a better lyricist if you don't even write your own lyric.
But he's trying to aspire to be a good London rapper. That's his goal in life.
Come on.
I guess he
Love.
got
You heard the
inspo.
So you can
accent?
go bounce,
Yes.
bounce.
Yeah.
Buns are buns.
All right, Aries Spears. Lou, you're not
I
holding
do-
back, are you?
No, I do follow these two UK guys who rap, and they're these old ass dudes, dog. They're like grandpas.
Are they the old white dudes?
Yeah,
I think I seen
and
them.
they get down, dog. So I mess with it every so
Right,
often.
right. So that's your representation.
But it's
This
more
dude.
comical and funny to me and entertaining than it is like serious.
Have
rap.
you held back?
Me?
Yeah,
No, I'm
okay.
speaking the way it is, but I don't think this is the end of Drake. This is not
Not
the
at all.
end of Drake. But I just think that he needs to focus on the music. You've been saying that
Yes.
he needs to do that. Focus on the music. Keep putting out hits. That's how you're gonna survive.
Hey, man, and I told the neighborhood, you know, before all this shit started, you know what I'm saying? And maybe this isn't hip hop enough, or maybe, you know, and Drake isn't to me, he's not a hip hop, you know, stand down artist to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
More
saying?
pop artist.
And that's not a dig at Drake. But Drake always been good at giving people, you know, bowing to him and saying, hey, I love this guy, you know, and he shared the stage with many people. I think that when they first dropped the Metro Boomin,
Like
that. When they first dropped like that, right? And already it had been a little, you know,
Yeah.
it's been going on. But when they dropped like that, if Drake would have just said, man, I love those guys.
Yeah.
I don't know where that energy came from.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
just did music, none of this shit would have mattered.
Yeah.
Like I could say thank you to Drake for putting Migos on
Right.
and putting them on his song, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And we've seen that.
Versace, and then blowing it up to the world because I like I said, like Migos were there, but he's helped so many artists, putting them on the map also.
Yeah.
So you got to thank him for that.
And he went everywhere. He went to the South. You know what I'm saying? He did game in LA and Compton, and he just it's just that, man, it's a sign of the times, and it's crazy because there's so many fucking deposits that you can put in, but the withdrawal is a motherfucker.
Damn.
That's what's crazy, man. The withdrawal could be almighty, man, because literally you can have a job and you can say, man, I'm gonna put $40 a pay period in there, $40, and you can get up to $600, but you put all them fucking deposits in, and then one withdrawal could take that whole $600 out.
Damn.
The withdrawal is a motherfucker.
Damn.
And I think that's what happened with some of this shit when this battle went down. There was a withdrawal. Did it close the account? Not at all.
Nah.
But did it have a certain kind of withdrawal in certain places? Hell yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it did. And now what
Big
you're
hole.
seeing now, you're seeing the deposits go back in.
Yep.
You're seeing the deposits. So it is what it is. We're uncut. Anybody else?
No, I'm good, bro.
You good? Jesus?
I'm interested
You
to see what's
you
gonna
wanna-
happen.
No more shit you want to talk?
Someone give me a shot. I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the album.
I'll drink to that.
For sure.
I want to see the album.
Iceman.
See. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see the album. See what else.
Oh,
he has
Drake
to
coming
say.
with an album?
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, when
We've
is
been
it?
teasing that. He hasn't said yet.
Okay,
but it's
all
a
righty.
tease.
And Drake,
Iceman.
I mean, man, damn, man,
We gonna see.
music, man.
Yeah.
Fuck the dumb shit. Like a lot of Drake fans don't even want to partake in this shit.
Yeah, I
I
don't.
don't know. I kinda want
My
round
wife
two.
don't want to partake in this shit.
I want round two.
I don't want to
Same.
see it
Some
because
shit.
he's gonna
You don't,
lose.
honey, you don't want to partake.
No, I'm listening to all of Drake's old albums. Like nothing was the same.
Fucking sell out.
His latest album, Party, was a good album.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really
Some
good.
sexy songs
music,
for you.
The music again, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
But don't nobody fall for the corny shit that they trying to create.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's bullshit.
But if
Believe
him and
that,
Kendrick
man.
have a part two, I'm up for it too.
Yeah,
man. I
same.
want to see that too.
I do
Man.
get defensive though when people talk crap about Drake, like Jesus over there.
What do you
It's like,
mean?
it makes me so mad. I'm like, stop.
Well, yeah, I mean, I just gotta point out the obvious. That's all.
You the
That's how
one
I
who
feel.
put my pop out video up. Stop.
Wow.
Hey, dude, that
That was
pop out
cool,
video
too.
when I was on stage, that was from my phone. She
Yeah.
took that shit and put it up.
But I love both of them. I'm a fan.
Right, same. You know what I'm saying?
She's like, this is good. I'll be
Man.
at the
Gonna go
popping.
Her
viral.
W was real high that night. You know what I'm saying? But thank you guys for hanging out with us
Thank you.
uncut.
Yes,
You know what I'm
yes.
saying? If anybody was offended by anything, we don't give a fuck. No, I'm just playing. Y'all stay with the neighborhood, man. Thank you for joining us, man. And make sure anything that you see with Big Boy TV, man, like, subscribe, share, as they always say. You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
follow
Drop the chat.
everyone, all 4 of our channels. But thank you guys for hanging out with us for Big Boy Uncut, and we are gone.